Good evening and welcome to our live crafting session this evening. It is Friday, February the 9th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Jenny McCormack. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that's here in the UK. A warm welcome to everybody. I hope you've had a good week if you're watching live. If you're watching on catch up, obviously this could be at any time of day and any time of the year. So I hope you've had a good day. And this kit that I'm about to show you has just become live in the last week here in the UK. It's a Stampin' Up all-inclusive card making and tag making kit. So this makes 6 cards and 6 tags. It's difficult to see from here, but basically everything is included in the kit. It comes in a robust box which is all sealed with plastic, so you can literally put a label on it and post it. And I'm going to make one each of the 2 card designs and one each of the 2 tag designs straight from the box. So we opened this afternoon to have a quick look whilst we're at Coffee and Card, but I haven't looked at any of the instructions, and but we're just going to go through it. And this kit has some stamps, a block and an ink pad, but obviously you can use anything you've already got. You can make it according to the kit, or you can do your own thing. It's entirely up to you. And this theme obviously is birthday, but it could also be celebrations. So we have cupcakes, we have candles, and we have balloons, which sounds like a perfect celebration example. So hi to you, Teresa, and good evening to you, Brenda, and anybody else who is watching. Now I've got a little glitch coming up on my screen. I'm hoping that's going to sort itself out. Fingers crossed that it does. If it does suddenly stop and I'm early through the video, I will obviously restart. So good evening, ladies, thank you for joining me. So this kit, I've written on here 22. I've written on the paperwork on the advert 23. So I'm going to have to look it up now and see the exact price. Ah dear, what am I like? Should have been a little bit more organised, shouldn't I? I suspect this is the correct price that I've written down here, but who knows. So I'm just going to look this up before we get started, because I do like to have the right information available. So let's just look it up on the website. Birthday Sparkle. Sorry everybody. Let's just get that information correct though. Okay, £22. There we go. Oh dear, what am I like? Right, £22 is the correct. So I will update my Facebook posts accordingly. So let's open the contents here and see what we've got. Right, so we have first of all our sheet of instructions, and this has printed instructions but in graphic form. So it shows you the information with pictures and graphics, so you don't need to read or convert into different languages all of that information. So it talks you through step by step each of the 4 different projects. It has a stamp set that says Happy Cake Day, It's Your Birthday, Yay, and then you've got dots and stripes for the balloons and a line for the balloon string. Oh, good morning, Cindy. How lovely to have you join us live. Thank you so much. And then we have Yay and these little swirls. So that is the stamp set. So even when you've finished all of these, you can obviously use the stamp set in the little cellophane bag, if I can get it in. That's easier said than done. There we go. We have a block ready for the stamps, and then we've got some baker's twine and little wooden sticks for the little cupcakes. So they're tucked inside here. They look a bit like small cocktail sticks, but they are flat. I don't know if you can see that, really. Little flat sticks there. So I'm going to leave them there so I don't lose them, and some early espresso and white baker's twine. And then we've got this one here, obviously for the cupcakes, and there's white ones as well, I'm guessing for the sentiments and the also for the cupcakes. We've got these elements here, balloons, and two of the tag shapes. We've got some very snazzy gold lined envelopes, gold edged envelopes. I'm going to put those in the bag ready, in the box ready. And then we've got 3 of these cards with the gold line around the outside. Let's move that out of the way of the light. And then these cards here have got a cake and then candles positioned, and then I think we're going to add the little lights for the candles. Flames, that's the word. So there's 3 of those, and then we've got additional some dotty panels, some of these panels. So these are apertures, so these pieces pop out. Oh, my phone's just shut down. To reveal a window, and that means you get this piece that you can use for something else. So 3 of those. And then we've got assorted die cuts and candles, a sheet of dimensionals, those are our foam pads, some glue dots, and then this has got, I know you can't see it, these has got the little these are self-adhesive. If I just lift this one out carefully, you'll see there's the, I put it over that, the little flame for the candle. Whether you can see that? Just about. So that's self-adhesive, and then there's other bits and pieces on there as well. And then this is just packing. So if you're working at home and you haven't got a work surface or anything, then you can use this to stamp on and work on and protect your best table. Okay, so let's give this a go. So what's really useful on here as well is that you have a ruler that's in inches on the right hand side, and then you've got centimetres on the left. So if you're measuring something, in particular the baker's twine, then you don't need to go and find a tape measure. You can just use the ruler that is on the paperwork. I appreciate you can't see that, but it is there. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Right, I'm going to use a block that I've already got open, just so I can keep that sealed ready. And first thing it says is we've got 2 craft coloured balloons. Let me find those. They're on here. And also a round balloon. So let's dig these out. There's 1, 2, like so. And then on the white piece there is a larger, more round balloon. Now if I'm stamping, I would normally recommend to leave it on the sheet and stamp it on the sheet, but it's going to be difficult for you to see what I'm stamping onto, so I'm going to pop this onto here. So it says you want to stamp the stripes onto one balloon, the dots onto another, and then It's Your Birthday onto another. Just going to cover up that gold. I have toned my lights down a little bit. Because they're remarkably bright at this time of night. So I'll just put these on a couple of blocks. Oh, this is a filthy one. Okay, let's do that one and that one. And you can use the early espresso ink pad that comes with it. Just looking to see if I've got a spare one, but not just to hand, it's all packed, so I'll open this one up. So just be careful opening it. You do need to break the seal. And I like to do it on both sides and take the top off altogether, but you can just do it one side if you wish. Just mind your fingers, because it's well sealed to stop it drying out. There we go. Okay, so not any particular order. I'm going to do the dots first. So if you don't have a separate workspace or anything, or it's the kit you're using for the first time, I always like to test it out on a piece of card or paper first. So let's ink this one up. So I hope everybody is keeping well. The weather here has been rather atrocious this week. Just wet, not cold or anything, just very wet. Okay, so there's my dots on one balloon. We've got stripes on the other. Now if I was doing all of these in one go, then I would stamp all the spots, then all the stripes, just so you're doing it in you know, all together, save you some time. So I'm just trying it out on there, but it's always best, especially with new stamps, if you can stamp them out first. And obviously you can change the colour if you've got your own ink pads, you can change this colour altogether. This is obviously the stripes here. So there's that one. And the stamp is slightly bigger than the balloon, so that's quite nice. It runs off the edge as opposed to leaving a gap. And then we've got It's Your Birthday. It's going to go onto the white one. Obviously you could use your own sentiments if you've got them, or you can swap the sentiments around. So It's Your Birthday. And I think this particular set would be suitable for all people and all occasions. So it would work for children, I think it would work for adults, youngsters, because it's quite neutral. It's craft, white and gold. Okay, so It's Your Birthday. Going to go onto there. Okay. Right, so those are our 3 pieces there, and then it says you're going to stamp the 3 lines for the balloons onto the panel, the dotty panel. So here's that dotty panel, and this is going to fit, I believe, inside the card here. So you'll end up with this gold edge around it. Hopefully you can see that. There's the gold edge showing. Now if you wanted to, you could cut this down a bit further. If you wanted to see more of the gold, I think you could certainly do that. Okay, but let's do one exactly as they recommend. And so the 3 lines are sort of central really. So let's swap this one out. Pop this single line on. And where you've got thin stamps, what you want to do is turn the stamp over and let it relax onto your, I can't even see it, onto your piece of card or table, and then put the block on top. Ooh. I think I've got that right. Yes. Because if you position it down, you can make it go a bit wonky. Doesn't mean I'm going to stamp it straight, mind you. Okay, so we're going to put 3 lines in, 1 for each balloon. So I'm going to put 1 in the middle first. I am just going to stamp this to see how straight I've got it. Oh, not bad. So ink that up, and I'm going to put 1 in the middle, and they've got theirs fairly close to the bottom. So there's that one there. 1. This is the second one. And again, if I was doing all of these in one go, I would do all of this stamping, then the next lot of stamping, etc. Right, so here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Just going to see where this is going to go. Just so I've got enough space. So I'm going to do it on that line there, roughly. There we go. And don't, if you're a beginner crafter, don't get too tied up with whether these are equal or in the right place, because the card's handmade at the end of the day, isn't it? Okay, 1, 2, 3 and a bit. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's all a bit to the left, but never mind. As you can see. Not to worry. What I would do if I was doing a lot of them is I would measure that and then mark the middle. Let's just see. I suspect this is inches, this measurement here. About 3.5 inches. So I've got those about 1 inch apart, but the whole thing is slightly to one side. But I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, the next thing they recommend is taking the baker's twine, and they give you the length for that, which is 15 centimetres, or about 6 inches, hopefully. There we go. And we're just going to tie a little bow, so you can use the measurements on here. 15 centimeters, and normally there's more than you need on the twine roll. Okay, so let's make a little bow out of that. Just tie it whichever sort of bow you want. I think I might have made mine a bit big. Yes, I have. Okay. Didn't really think that one through, did I? Okay. What I would normally do is tie the bow and then cut it off. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Tying bows on camera is the worst thing ever. Right, there we are. Okay, so just making that a little bit smaller, like so. And then that's going to go on the bottom of here with a glue dot. Oops. So just trying to see. So they've got this one here, I think. That can be on the bottom as a tail, so let me just put that to the side. Let's cover up my ink so I don't drop everything onto it, and find our little glue dots, which are here. So just going to peel one of those off, put it on the front of the balloon, peel the backing off, and then just pop my glue dot on there, my baker's twine, sorry, like so. And they've put this actually on here, so it's hidden behind. So let's do that. Okay, that's going to go on top there, and these two are going to go behind, and they've put dimensionals on these. So you have a sheet of foam pads, there they are, and you have plenty, oops, for the whole section. So they put one, but I would actually put two, just so they're nice and balanced. Oh, hi Nick, thanks for joining us. There we go. So I'm going to stick this one on. They put them at the same height. Just going to put this one on lightly and see where this is going to go. Yeah, that's fine. I always like to just put it on very lightly until I've got make sure I'm happy with the positioning. So you can see here I'm a bit close to the left hand side. And then this is going to go on the top. And what I could do is I could trim that right hand side off, because I've got everything shifted to one side. I'm going to put the glue dots in the center here so they don't interfere with the other balloons, like so. There we go. And that panel, so I'll just lift that up to the camera, hopefully you can see that. All the parcels on its way, be there Monday, brilliant. Excellent, always exciting, get a Stampin' Up parcel. Right, let's grab the card then that this is going to go onto. So this is a new kit called Birthday Sparkle Neck, if you've seen it or not. Okay, so that is there, and then this is going to go onto there, like so. So I know that it's very slightly off to one side, so I could, and I think I might, just trim that down. It's going to be a little bit tricky because I know I've got dimensionals on here, but just going to take a small amount off. Just pressing it down, there we go. But now I know I could count those little dots and work out where the middle is. I think I used the wrong line, but that still fits inside our gold banner, like so. And you could put dimensionals on there, or you could just use glue. They've got dimensionals, so let's pop those on. And do one in each corner and one in the middle. This would be a great gift kit for somebody who's not crafted, or if you're thinking of crafting with friends, then this would be a great kit. There we go. So if you had two friends, you could each make 3 cards and 2 cards and 2 tags. There we go. It's your birthday. So that is the first one. And then number 2, so just bring it up to the screen. As I say, that would really work for anybody, young, old, male, female. Yeah, it's a nice kit, I like it. It's very neutral, but obviously you can introduce colour. You could change the ribbon, you could change the colour here, so make it red, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, so that's number 1. The second one is this one with the cake and the panel, and remember you get the inside of that panel, so that's roughly how that's going to go, like so. And okay, so this is the card base. And then this piece goes on top. Got it. Okay. So they've got us stamping the little sprinkle things, the little twiddly things. Let's pop those on. And they've got them sort of a few round this side and a few round that side. Let's bring back our piece of cardboard, just so I can try it out first. Yep, it's very cute. So they've got sort of one here, and then a few dotted round here. Just going to put 2, I think, for the minute. Okay, I can always go back and add 1. Right, and then we've got Happy Cake Day on the little banner. Let's find the banner. It's one of these. And say normally I would stamp it when it's already on here because it's easier to keep it in place. Right, let's find Happy Cake Day. That's a great description, isn't it? Go. And again, you want to let that just relax. They're quite sticky when they start off. Okay, and then because this is quite a small ink pad, I'm taking the ink pad to the stamp, like so, testing it on my cardboard. And you can test it obviously on here as well, because you've got two sides, and it doesn't matter which side you stamp on. But I do recommend, if you want to have a practice, then have a practice on the back. But as I say, this particular one, it doesn't matter. So we've got Happy Cake Day, like so. I like the style of writing. I might ask Stampin' Up if we could have more of that style. It's really sweet. I'll just bring it up to the screen. Sorry if it's slightly out of focus though. Right, that is all the stamping for the minute. Okay, so we have a strip of gold. I just need to find out. Here it is. So this is going to go behind the Happy Cake Day. Like so. And let's see, they've got glue dots behind there. So just going to put glue dots on either side of that. And that's these little circles here. One, two. I'm actually going to put one in the middle as well. Like that. Remove the backings, which you can do either with your fingers or a point of a craft knife, point of scissors, or a pokey tool if you've got one to hand. And this is going to go centrally onto that. Okay, like so. Hopefully you can see that. And that is going to go on there. And they've got it sort of a little bit further down, but you can place that. You could even do it, if you wanted to, do it at an angle, which I think would be quite sweet, because you get to see more of the cake. But we'll put that on in a minute. And they've also got some baker's twine behind. And the other thing then is the little gold flames. Just going to bend this over so I can see them. And you could use a pokey tool or a pair of scissors. I've got a pokey tool here actually, it'd be easier for you to see. So there's the little flame. And they've got it just a little way up, like so. That's it. So you've got 5 of those for each card. So you've got 15 altogether. I mean, there might be a few more. Oops. Way round, Jenny. There you go. How cute is that? If you can see that. Really pretty glittery card. Yeah, I really like it, and I haven't even started the tags, so let's get on and do that too much yakking, not enough crafting. Okay, this one. And obviously, although the others make tags, there's nothing to stop you putting those tags onto cards. So I will do some alternatives with this, give you some other ideas. There we go. I mean, that works on its own, doesn't it? Cute. So you could just put the Happy Cake Day on there if you want to, and do it without the frame. But I said I would do this as is. So this is the frame, and it's just slightly smaller than that base card. And we're going to put dimensionals on that all the way around. So you can put them really as many as you feel comfortable with. You do want to support the card, you don't want to go mad, but you do want to support it. And you see you've got plenty there. And you probably have dimensionals or something similar anyway. Okay. And even when you've finished all this, of course, you have got the stamp set with those little swirls and also the text. And then if you've got a balloon punch or shapes, you can use the stripes and the spots for those. Right, I think that's all of them. Yes. So this hasn't got a right or a wrong way. And again, the secret is to just rest it on the top till you're happy and then push it down. There we go. It's that one. Just turn that over, and then we've got Happy Cake Day here, and they've got theirs sort of right down, sort of half and half, like so. I'm just going to use some glue just for speed, but you could use, if you've only got the glue dots from the kit, then that's absolutely fine. So, but I'm just making sure I only put them at the bottom. Let's centralise that, like so. There we are. Now they put the baker's twine behind, but I think if I did it, I'd have the baker's twine on the top. So let's just make a little bow and pop that on there. But if you're not happy using bows or baker's twine, or you've got other ribbons, then feel free to do that. If you don't like the idea of having bows, then just leave that bit out. You could just wrap the baker's twine round if you wanted to, or just create a knot rather than a bow if it's for a mail card. So say this kit is £22, so I'll have to update all of my information accordingly. And I do have some in stock, and I will be ordering more because I think this will be a popular set. So that could go on there in the corner. Just going to pop it there. Grab one of the glue dots. Could put it there actually, couldn't I? Take the backing off and pop the bow on. There we go. If the glue dot's a little bit big, just roll it over out of the way. Okay, so that's card number 2 There we go. Very sweet. That's card number 1, if you missed that one. And what you could also do is you could put Happy Cake Day on this piece here and stamp it on the cake itself if you wanted to. Okay, so there's 2 out of the 6 cards, so you get to make 3 each of this one and 3 each of this one. Let's do the tags next. So this one says yay, which is this little stamp here. I think Happy Cake Day would be nice on this one as well. And let's get the pieces out. So we've got one of our little wooden sticks, which I've put somewhere safe. Here they are. There's a wooden stick. And then we have a star that goes onto that. And then we want the cupcake design, like so. And there's the cupcake topping, like so. And the base of the tag. So this has got a little hole here for your baker's twine. This is going to get popped onto there. This has got printing on one side and plain on the other, and I suspect it needs to go that way because of the shape of the icing on the cake. So we're going to stamp yay on there, and it's got a little tiny slit that the wooden stick is going to go into. So let's stamp this first. So good evening to anybody who's joined us since we started. This is an impromptu session this evening just to show off this brand new set kit which arrived with me. Okay, so this wants to go a little way up so it's not covered up, and then they show the stick here. Just trying to find the flattish side. I'm guessing it's that way. And this has the star attached to it, and I'm guessing with a glue dot. It shows it as a glue dot in the middle of the star. So let's do that. And they've got the star with one point facing up. That in the middle. Take off the backing and stick the stick onto it, like so. There it is. And then there is the tiniest slit here. That this needs to go into. And then stick to the back. Yes. It's easier said than done, because I don't want to tear it. Right, let's just prise this open a little bit. There we go. Don't stab yourself with the back of the cocktail stick piece, please. Okay, that's going to go like that. Hopefully you can see that. So they've got dimensionals behind, and they put a glue dot here to hold this in place. So let's do that. I might actually, I don't think you need two, but you could put two in there. So there's a glue dot between the cocktail stick piece and the white. Come on. Piece. There we go. Like that. There we go. Right, let's put these pieces down. So this goes first with some dimensionals, which will be the same height or higher than this cocktail stick piece. So I'm going to put 3 pieces on there just to hold it. So this is one of the 2 tag designs, and you get to make 3 each of the tags. There we go. There's that. And then this goes on top of that. So you want to make sure you don't put the dimensionals too close to the top, because that's going to be in the way of the upper layer. There we go. So there is that, and then you can thread your baker's twine through there to make a little tag, and again it gives you the measurements 6 inches. Just going to pop that through. Like so. Add a little bit on there. That's it. So there's a cute little tag. Hopefully you can see that. And on the back of the tag you've got space there to write your sentiment, but you could also pop that onto a small note card and make it into a card in its own right. So that's 2 cards and 1 tag, and let's do the other tag. So this is pre-printed with the gold here that's going to go behind the candles, and again it's got a hole punched at the ready for you. And then we've got a die cut piece to go behind, and we've got 2 candles and 2 of the flames, and also it's your birthday on one of these little tags. So let me grab this one out. Let's just stamp that. This one says it's your birthday, which will fit on there. I think it would also work on here It's your birthday on the cake. So do let me know if you like this particular kit. I know not everybody likes kits. If you like to do your own thing, obviously you can still buy the kit and do your own thing with it, or add things to it. You don't have to do it as shown. There we go. It's your birthday. That's going to go onto here. They put that on with glue dots, so I'm just going to use some glue to save time. Just a little bit on there, and that fits across the middle. So I hope you've got something nice lined up for the weekend if you're watching us live and it's Friday evening. I moved that a little bit, didn't I? Okay, so that's going to go onto there with some dimensionals, and then the candles are going to go on just tucked underneath, I think. Like so. And they've put them so that they fit there and there in the centre of those little, so they're like little sparklers almost. So again, they've used glue dots, but to save time on the video, I've got one here, and one here on the right, and then the little flames that come from this sheet. They're quite difficult to see. Let's get that the right way around. There's one. And two. There we go. And then a little bit of baker's twine for the tag top. And let's just pop that through there. You could also just wrap it round there or put a little bit to the side, and that's our second tag design. So let me pop them on here so you can see them. Now if you didn't like the stick, the wooden stick, or you knew it was going to somebody young, you could do it without the stick, and you could just do a little bit of twine or draw a line, or you could use the stamp with the balloon string on if you wanted to. So let me just bring those up to the screen. So we've got the birthday card with the balloons, we've got two fun tags, and then we've got the birthday card with the cake. And if I just grab this is slightly bigger than a note card size, but just to show you, you could easily pop the tag onto here. If you assume this is the base of your card, or a card layer if you wanted to, then you could just stamp those little swirly things. I'll just do a couple so you can see. You could stamp these all the way over, for example. I didn't mean to do them quite in a line like that. Let's put one off there. There we go. And you could make these a colour if you wanted to. So you could make them, you know, pink, and then stamp your sentiment in the same colour. So just going to go around here. Make sure you're turning the stamp or your paper so it's a different, you haven't got the same angle every time. And you could use patterned paper for this. Some of our gold paper were lovely. I'm using some of our Nature's Sweetness for our class in a box this month. So pretty. Okay, sorry, this is a little bit laborious for you to watch. This is such a small stamp. But you could also stamp "It's Your Birthday" all the way over. That would be fun. Don't have to use this tiny little one. Let's just spunk a few on here, because you want it to go off the side to look more natural. Almost like little hearts, these. There we go. That will do for now, she says. And then you could pop your little tag onto there at a jaunty angle if you wanted to, like so, and then pop that onto a craft card, which is like the same as this, and you'd be good to go with a sweet little card. So you could definitely turn either that tag or this tag into a card. Oops, a daisy, like so. I would definitely put on this one "It's Your Birthday" on the left, and then maybe "Yay" on the right, or you could wrap some string around there and make that into a card just to finish it off if you wanted to. It works well, obviously, as a tag in its own right. I would just be very careful if I was giving this to somebody who had young children, because obviously that stick could be a little bit dangerous in the wrong hands. So there we go. I hope you have enjoyed that. I do like the kit. I really do like this. As I say, it's a good all ages, male, female. It doesn't have to be birthday, it could be a celebration. Obviously I've got birthday on here, but it could be an anniversary. It could be a congratulations. So you could stamp your sentiment of choice across the cake here if you wanted to, and basically make it your own. So that is the kit. It's called Birthday Sparkle. I hope you like it. I have some in stock here, or you can order them online on the website. Just go to jeminicrafts.co.uk and look for the Shop Now button, and you can obviously order that along with anything else. And remember, during the month of February we have a offer for free products for every £45 that you spend. So sadly you'd have to buy 2 kits and something else to get your freebies. But the something else just could be a tube of glue, for example, or some more dimensionals. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great evening, or morning, afternoon, whatever, and whenever you are watching. And I shall be back on Monday morning for our new stamp set of the week. Can't believe there's another one. So I hope you're able to join me either for that live or find me on YouTube in due course. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great time. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, and I hope you can keep crafting. Thank you, and bye for now.